Hey, what's up guys? Trainer Joe here, training out of Next Level Fitness. Today's question has to do with overhead squats and being able to get an overhead position properly and safely. I didn't do overhead squats actually until this year with a barbell, so I know where people are coming from when they're asking about it. Now I do them all the time. My mobility has gotten a lot better and has improved. I would say the first tip for becoming better with your overhead squats or any overhead lifting is to increase your shoulder mobility. So by saying that, I mean getting your hands up out here instead of far in front. So normally people press right here, but if you're doing any kind of press, especially if you're in a CrossFit gym or something like that, they want you coming in right there, okay? So I'm going to give you quick tips and some exercises to help with your overhead squat. So the first one's going to be with some bands. First exercise I'm going to have you guys do or work on is going to be with tension bands that I just brought off of roguefitness.com or anywhere we have tension bands. So this is what we're going to do. I have them looped up around right here in the steel frame. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my purple band, all right? My hand's going in like so. Then I'm going to wrap it around so my palm's facing up, okay? After I do that, pulling it up and just pressing forward, okay? So stay relaxed, keep your core really tight. Keep that elbow back as far as you can with your palm facing towards the ceiling. And I want you to hold that position as long as you can, okay? So you would sit like that. And the more you work on this, the better your mobility is going to get. So right now I'm in that overhead position, loosening up all the muscles in my rib cage, my tricep area, trying to relax my shoulders as much as possible. So get out of that. So you can already notice the difference just by doing that. I'll bend down. You can see that my arm has already opened up. Now I've been doing this for a while, so my mobility is going to react a lot faster than yours is probably going to if you're just starting. But after you do this for time and time again, your mobility is going to get a lot better. So another great exercise you guys can do is once you progress from trying to do that with the band, I have one of these bands now, okay? Stretching just like this. So what I do normally before any workout, I'm big in mobility, so I can post a link of what I do with the foam roller and some mobility stuff underneath so you guys can check all that out, because I think mobility is essential. Like I said, I'll hound it again. First step into getting in a better overhead position is mobility, mobility, mobility. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do with this band now. We have the black band. So if you're taking the black band, okay, what you wanna do is get into a good position where you can get behind your back just like this, okay? Keeping your core tight. So I like to warm up, I do some band pullovers. So I just come over my head, right back up, getting a good stretch, okay? So you wanna do this for about a minute or two. Get your shoulders nice and warm. That's the first step, being able to do this. Back and forth. The great thing about the band is that it gives you some leeway. It gives you time, to get better at it. So I'm just going down, coming right back up, and if I can't get back, I can pull it further or I can let it go a little bit looser. Okay guys, so since I went over the band pulls now, the next step I would go from the band would be a PVC pipe. So what I do is I got myself a PVC pipe, okay? So now it's essentially the same concept, but all you're doing is bring it behind. Now with the PVC pipe, it does not move, so you don't have leeway with the PVC pipe. It's going to stay solid. So you're just going back, over. So essentially, this is going to be your overhead position. So also note that when you do your overhead squats or overhead presses or anything like that, you don't want to be keeping your shoulders up and your traps up. That can cause a lot of problems, can cause tension, it can be tight, it can also help fatigue your shoulders faster. So what I like to do is the method of armpits out. So if you can see your armpits and it's behind, you're in a great overhead position. So you're right in line with your body, okay? Head's coming through a little bit, which is what you want. Shoulders aren't up, so you want your elbows nice and tucked and your armpits out. That's how I like to do it. Okay, so when you do that, you can just find exactly where you want to be. So let's just recap real quick. We're going to foam roll, do as much mobility as possible. We did band mobility. Then what we're going to do is use the band to get those shoulders nice and loose, like those band pulls that I said. From there, you're going to go to PVC pipe. After you're done with your PVC pipe, you can grab your band again. So right now, I have my black band. Okay, stepping on it. Now all I'm doing is bringing it up into that overhead squat, okay? Elbows are gonna stay up, butt's going back, and driving right up. Right, there you go, perfect. So that would be my next step to suggest for you guys. You can also play with that with the PVC pipe. Last but not least, you're gonna hit that barbell up. Like I said before, guys, it's progressions. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to increase the mobility. Mobility is huge, especially when you're doing powerlifting, Olympic lifting, anything like that. So you have to work at it. It's going to take time. It's not going to work the first time. But if you stick with it, like I said, the first time I did my overhead squats with a barbell, with weights, was just this year. And I've been lifting since I was about 13 years old. So I'm new to it. I'm working on it every day. You know, I always warm up with my band pulls, PVC pipe, foam roller, got my little handy dandy, hand roller that I use in my bag with me all times. So give it a whirl. Hope this helps. Have any more questions, message me and look me up on Facebook /Joey Zadmary. See you guys. Have a good one.